Hey RCs, Loopy here. Welcome to the Technique Guide. Today we are going to talk about mica powders. Specifically, we're going to talk about Pearl X Micro Pearl Powdered Pigment. This is the best. If I had to choose one pigment for if I had to choose one for the rest of my life, it would be this one. And why, you might ask? Well, we are going to get into that, so let's get artsy.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go. Got that smile upon my face, cause there's excitement in the change.
Pearl X mica powder is really, really good. You can use it with anything. You can mix it with any color and get, a pearlescent color or metallic color. You can do it with this. We're going to show you how to do that with, common stuff. We're going to use paint and we're going to use alcohol. So say you're just getting started. You don't have a lot of pigments or paints at home. You're just getting started. So you want to be able to go to the store, go to your local art store and pick up something that's there, right? A lot of us, we get kits from the internet, and maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you just want to run to the store and quickly grab something. So you have access to paints, and more than likely, you have access to alcohol ink. And you can use any paint or any alcohol ink. And so for demonstration, I just got these little guys here. We're going to use yellow and blue. We're going to use the Jacquard Pinata alcohol ink. Great stuff. I used this a lot when I first started. So we're going to use sapphire blue, teal, and navy blue. And of course, we're going to use the micro pearls. All right. So if you're going to follow along at home, grab your stuff. Grab, corresponding cups, stuff to, mix your paint / ink, and of course, your epoxy. So we're going to quickly mix this up. And we're going to be using this breadboard. But you can use a canvas, you can use whatever, MDF, whatever you want, okay? And we're going to be using the spatula. First, we're going to do part A. Then we're going to do part B. We're going to mix it up. Scraping the sides, of course, just like always. We're going to speed it up. And then we're going to get our cups ready. Let's start with the paint. So we're using yellow, a little cup. So actually, I'd start by putting a little of the micro pearl. Let's put a scoop in. So we have 5 different colors. We're going to use the micro pearl, and we're going to use just the regular solid color. So we're going to use both. So one of each. Put a scoop of micro powder into each one of these cups first. So start with a little bit, and then, you can add more later. Okay, you can see here the blue with the alcohol ink, you can get like an instant result. Let's do the paint first. Look at that. Now, with the paint, because it's thicker than alcohol ink, you're going to need to put a little bit more to get, but you can already see how pearl it is. So to me right now, this looks more pearlescent. And whoops. And the alcohol ink looks more metallic. Look at that. Now this yellow here is just regular old yellow. Look at that. Let's do the blue now. Now this one, actually, if you can see, I left the alcohol ink unmixed. And it gets clumpy after. Okay, there we go. All right, so make sure when you put the alcohol ink, you mix it right away. Else it will start to dry on the top and it will get clumpy. So if that happens to you, you want to get it really dark. So you want to add more alcohol ink so it's darker, so you can't really see those chunks anymore. You want to make sure everything's mixed up thoroughly. I don't know if you can see the pearl, but it's definitely a pearlescent. Looks really good. And these ones are more metallic-y. Okay. So we're going to take... Okay, you can see the pearlescent. And put the regular right beside so you can see the difference. See that? Do the same here. Okay, so now that we have put down the epoxy, you can see, the difference between the alcohol ink and the paint, but you can tell that this micro pearl, you can mix it. Now, right here, there are little chunks. That's because I wasn't quick enough to mix the alcohol ink in, but it's okay. Because we're going to do a swipe technique, and we're going to add a little bit more here so it flows out, and those will be less noticeable. So if you see that happens to you, you know exactly what to do. we're essentially like almost covering the chunks up. Also, the chunks are not bad. Like, they can give you a cool effect as well. Okay, I'm going to turn this. So we are going to swipe. We're going to swipe up. We're going to use this paper towel, but it's really good. So we're going to put it at the end here, and we're just going to lightly swipe up. And then we just sit back and watch it form. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it come to life here. So I can see a lot of bubbles. We'll get rid of them with this torch. You let it do its thing. The more you mess around with it, the more likely it might, your design might fade away, or it might get muddy, or something could go wrong. So just leave it. Micropearl is the best pigment you can get because you can mix it with alcohol ink and get a cool effect, and you can mix it with paint and also get a cool effect. You don't really need to go out and get mica powders, like a whole different kinds. It is nice to have, don't get me wrong, but if you just want to run to the store and quickly get something, Micropearl is my go-to pigment to get. All right, well, I'm going to let this be, and I'm going to go grab some food. I'll see you in a bit. Good morning, arties. I am back, and this looks really good. Check this out. Look at this here. Look at this action. This is absolutely gorgeous. And then here comes out over here. Oh man, look at this right here. The specks are really nice. I really like how that came out. Oh, this is fantastic. We did a good job. This looks phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so what can we take away from this? Well, the Micropearl, very versatile. You can do a lot of different things. You get a really deep luster with this. You get like pearlescent. You can mix it with paint. You can mix it with ink. You can get really good effects. Simple swipe technique. Anyone can do this technique. You don't need a lot of different colors. You don't need a lot of different materials, pigments. You can put it on almost anything. You can mix it with your choice of colors. You get pearlescent. You can get more metallic. Possibilities are endless. If you're going to mix the alcohol ink, put it in, mix it as soon as you can. If not, you may get specks like this, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with this. This looks really good. You just got to, use it appropriately. There's so many different techniques that we're going to get into. This is just one of them. If there's a one mica powder to rule them all, it's this one. So that's it for me. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to stay arty.
Oh, we are all